Lynda Kinkade. Lynda, tell us more about that fireworks spectacular that we're expecting in what, just under an hour's time from now.
Yeah, we are truly in the countdown, Julia. Excitement building, and Sydney is set to display a record number of fireworks. 9 tons will light up the sky, stretching more than 7 kilometers. That's over 4 miles. And for the first time, there's going to be 80 firing positions just behind me that have been added to this west side of the bridge in front of Luna Park. So we have a prime location here. The fireworks, of course, will be launched from the sails of the Opera House, skyscrapers, and the bridge during the grand finale. But before we get to that, I have a very special treat for you now. 17-time Grammy-winning artist Sting. He is touring the globe with his greatest hits and a newly released song called I Wrote Your Name Upon My Heart. I secured an exclusive one-on-one interview with him in Atlanta after a sound check for his show Sting 3.0. And he spoke about life on the road and plans for the year ahead. Happy New Year, Sting.
Happy New Year to you, Lynda.
So you are 73.
Yeah.
You've just released another single. You're in the midst of a global tour. What keeps you going?
I've got a question for you. What's the alternative?
It's more than 45 years since Sting's first ever concert in the US. His rock band, The Police, had flown in from England. And so this will be pretty much packed tonight, thousands of people.
It's going to be packed. There's going to be no seat empty. Otherwise, I'll walk off.
When The Police split, Sting kept going, creating music. I mean, you're going from one city to the next, night after night. How do you do it?
I've trained my whole life to do this, so one, I don't want to give it up, and I know I can do it.
He even wrote a musical.
A play about my hometown.
You're the son of a milkman. You grew up in a shipyard in northeast England. Who inspired you to dream big?
I remember watching the Queen come down to launch a ship, and thinking, I want to be in that car. At least to have a bigger life. And my dad used to take me down to the river and he'd say, look at those ships, lad. You should go to sea, see the world, make something of yourself. Of course, I disappointed him, but
17 Grammy Awards later, he's performed at the Super Bowl, Amnesty International tours, and Live Aid. And he's back on stage yet again in a trio with Mumford & Sons drummer Chris Mass and longtime collaborator and guitarist Dominic Miller, touring the globe for Sting 3.0. So what's the feeling like for you when it all clicks?
just gratitude and joy. I mean, I walk out there, I don't know how many people tonight, 5,000. They all seem to be pleased to see me. You don't want to give up that easily. And at the end of the night, they're screaming for more. So, no, it's a wonderful life.
That life includes a big family, 6 kids, 8 grandkids.
I want to do the best I can to make sure the world is a better place in terms of environment, politically, socially.
And wife of 32 years, Trudy.
I mean, getting my whole family together, Lynda, is difficult. There's so many of them. Bribery, threats.
Sting has shared the stage with Billy Joel, Lady Gaga, Rod Stewart, and Bryan Adams.
I have worked with some of the greatest musicians in the world. You know, last year I worked with Dolly Parton, for God's sake. How great was that? And
so many of your songs really are quite timeless.
It was always my intention to try and write standards, you know. I mean, the golden age of standards was in the 1940s and the 50s. And, you know, people like Frank Sinatra would sing standards. But they were standards because they spoke to the time. That was the bar I was trying to reach.
What's that feeling when people start singing your songs back to you?
It's a lovely feeling that people know the lyrics you wrote. You know, I was living in a bedsit in London, you know, just with a dog as an audience, and then suddenly the whole world knows your songs. That's a terrific feeling. I don't take it for granted at all. I'm touring for the next 2 years. I'm grateful for the, I think gratitude is the abiding emotion in my life. So I love it.
Thanks so much for your time,
Nice to speak to you,
Sting.
Lynda.
Appreciate it.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. He is indeed a living legend. It was such an honor, a pleasure to meet Sting. And later this hour, we will have more from Sting as he performs Message in a Bottle. Julia?
Yeah, he's the definition of cool, isn't he, I think? I'm already dancing in anticipation. Half of that might be actually to keep warm, I'll be honest. Lynda, great job. We'll be back with you very shortly. And in